Hello everyone, and welcome back again to Potterthon number 9. And today, yet again, we're having some awesome games. Some people would say it's not really awesome, but still, this is HP7 Part 1 PC Any Percent, and we're having none of the less really awesome runner Diana, giving you words to you.
Hello. Wait. So, quick intro into the game before I get going. Everyone likes to call this game the Call of Potter. So it's basically a shooter game. So we're gonna have special spells. Time is going to start very soon. I will let you go, but we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
These are dark times. Our world has faced no greater threat than it does today.
And yes, I do have someone behind me. I have good old Hagrid. So this game does have a lot of cutscenes. So you're going to see a lot of me just sat here. You are going to see some moments where we crash the game. That will happen as well. So in certain levels, there are cutscenes which are actually faster to crash the game and reload it because it puts you past the cutscene rather than watch the cutscene. But there are certain cutscenes where you either can't do that for a reason, such as it doesn't put you past the cutscene, or it's just faster to watch the cutscene. We are playing on easy because, you know, speed. Easy is fast. And there are some cool tricks in this game, which I look forward to showing you. I've definitely been practicing. I promise I've had time to practice. But who needs practice in this game? All we need to do is remember how to shoot people. Because we're going to start off with our pistol. We don't have a wand in this game. It's just a pistol. That's all we have. See Voldemort there with his RPG, just killing you. Okay, we're now going to see the abomination that is Hagrid in this game. Very briefly, we're never going to see him again after this. So everyone, get your Hagrid emotes ready. Here we look, and we've got the 7 Potters, and we're going to play the best voice lines. Okay, I slightly missed the start of the run. There's actually a thing you can do to speed this up. I just pressed by shooting there, but I just kind of forgot about it. But yeah, all we're doing here is we're going to defend Hagrid. There's not really a lot to this. It's just literally target the enemies and kill. I'll try and show you the majestic Hagrid at some point. But yeah, this is keep going, Hagrid. I'm gonna keep pressing E for you guys. There we go. Also, I agree. We should next event we should just do full series Hagrid percent as a relay. What happens if Hagrid doesn't keep going? Then Harry dies and Voldemort wins the war. There we go. That's the spoiler for you guys. So this game you'll see a mixture of targeting enemies, and sometimes we won't, because like for here, for example, when they're moving about like left and right, it's very difficult for you to hit them if you're targeting, because the way the game's designed, it doesn't like trace them, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't track them. So you'll see me just like free aiming a little bit, try and hit them whilst they're moving. Once they're kind of set into a position, then I can actually start to aim at them. Like here, for example, like you can see I just managed to get him. More. There he is. So he's a bit more stationary now, so I can go for the hit. You won't get us, Harry says. Yep, so now we're in the world's longest tunnel. I'm not even sure what tunnel this actually is, by the way, because obviously it's supposed to be London, but I don't know where. In fact, I've never been to London. I live in the UK and I've never been to London. Going in January, but... Okay, it's Black Wall Tunnel. They might said he drove through there or something. Is it as long as it seems to be? Or did you keep going into the goblet of Hagrid? But I thought the UK was just London. I know, right? Yeah, you think so. Also, for anyone who's interested in 7 Part 1, you'll be also interested to know there is a DS version of this game as well. It's not good. See Hagrid speed through that one. I know, right? Yeah, I said the Alps won't be interesting. UK is a state existing in a small town of London. It might not be good, but it sure has the best soundtrack. Absolutely. 7 Part 1 DS. We all love the soundtrack of 7 Part 1 DS, right? The one that definitely exists. There we go. Look, we got rapid fire. So Voldemort has turned up. He's kind of just flying because, you know, magic and all that. But we can't actually kill him yet. Like, he's just there, look. He's just flying around. There's a certain spot where we can hit him. Like, the annoying thing about the DS version, it has a soundtrack. It just doesn't work. It doesn't play. Like, it plays in, like, 2 levels. Okay, so we're going to wait for Voldy. We are losing a bit of time on this because I forgot to do the strat at the start, but that's fine. So once we're past this tower, Voldemort's going to come all the way across to this side. We're going to hit him once, and he's going to fly into an electrical pylon. Because why not? Okay, so now we're at the Burrow. We're here for Bill and Fleur's wedding. Harry doesn't know this yet. He's just a bit unconscious. So we'll let Harry come to. Hermione and Ron are showing real concern by getting getting changed for the wedding, having a grand time while Harry is lying there unconscious.
Harry, are you all right?
What? Where am I? Where's Hagrid? What about
Yeah, it's true.
Voldemort?
Yeah, they just kind of accept that
Hagrid's fine.
Voldemort can just do that.
Put protective charms on the burrow. We're safe. For now.
God, I shouldn't be here. I'm putting everyone in danger.
Careful! You can't rush after what you've been through.
Besides,
P1 music though? Yeah,
only
exactly.
went after the wedding.
What wedding?
Bill and Fleur. We would have told you, but you've been sort of unconscious. You'd better get ready, mate.
I'll let you guys enjoy.
You can't expect him to go to the wedding like this. Just take your time, Harry. Make sure you're all right.
Ron's right. If I can't go to a wedding, how am I supposed to find the other Horcruxes? Dumbledore's gone. We have to finish what he started. We have to destroy Voldemort.
I've been wondering.
Bill playing the Castle Grounds theme for his wedding. Yeah, so what else would you do your first dance to?
And 2 have been destroyed, right? Do you think he knows that part?
Imagine waking up from days of being out cold and then your friends are like, it's time to get married. Like, what reality show did I sign up for?
Later, please. We shouldn't spoil Bill and Fleur's big day.
Blimey! Seems Looney runs in the genes.
Who is that?
Luna's father, Xenophilius.
Married at First Sight. Oh yeah, that's actually a show, isn't it? I genuinely forgot about that.
Ignoring the truth. Besides, it might be the last chance we get to speak to Luna. It's strange.
Okay, so we're going to speak to Xenophilius.
Back at Hogwarts.
Obviously, already pointing out the Deathly Hallows symbol. And yes, we do have 4 points. We don't need it that often.
Hello, Mr.
But it is a cool little thing to do here. Cool little time save here. It saves like probably like a second. At the end of this conversation, we have to do like a 180 turn. If you kind of let Harry, like, if you just hold W, there's like a whole rotation of Harry's body. Like, he doesn't do it like a direct turn. But if you use 4 points, you'll see what happens.
You might want to congratulate Mr. Weasley on them. He was looking for you just now. Thanks. Yeah, I will.
There we go. So he just kind of snaps into position. Now, at the moment, we are kind of locked into a walking animation. We have to just follow 4 points. So 4 points is like your GPS. So it points to your next objective. It's not always reliable, particularly in the Ministry, which we'll come to soon.
Well,
In like 25 minutes.
You destroyed the ring.
There we go. So now we're into sprinting mode. But Harry's got a bit of a stamina problem. He can't sprint for more than a second, after which you've got to kind of let him recharge. So we're going to go again. And we're going to stop again. So you're going to see a pattern of this throughout the game. And there's going to be a sequence that we're going to follow in order to optimize movement. So we're going to sprint into the cutscene, but we're not going to watch it.
Mr. Weasley.
So here's where crashing the game actually saves time. So instead of watching each individual cutscene, we crash the game, we reload it, press continue game, and it puts us past that cutscene. I'll try and explain what happens in that cutscene. Essentially, that's where the Death Eaters attack the burrow. The Minister for Magic is dead. And now we need to escape, essentially. There we go. So the game's going to teach us how to use cover. We're going to ignore that. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do instead is we're going to go to the left. We're going to cut through this little wall here. Game's going to teach us how to use Potato, which can be useful at certain points. And then if you can also cast while moving as well, so we're going to knock them down. There is a level system in this game as well, so as you level up, your spells become more powerful, which does kind of help actually. So there you go. See, I just like one headshot and that guy was gone. And that is the end of the wedding. We're going to now leave from here.
Where are we?
We're in London. Shaftesbury Avenue.
Let's build up an alternate timeline based on stuff that we don't see. So in this universe, what happened here? I'd say the wedding went without a hitch. And Harry, Ron, and Hermione leave the burrow. Everyone says good luck. They don't have to go to London. And then they just, they just move on from there.
They've known where we were every other time. The Muggle news is full of natural disasters. We know what that really means, though.
God's sake.
Death Eaters.
Okay. So now we learn about another feature. We are going to use the invisibility cloak. Also, I'm going to the wrong person. So, level is designed here to teach you that if you are under the invisibility cloak and you hit someone, you lose the cloak. And this level, you cannot see it.
He's not a Death Eater.
So we're going to sneak back. We're going to tell Ron that person's not a Death Eater. He's then going to tell us to go check out someone else. But other than that, there's not much that happens here. So are there any donations?
Sadly, no, but I would like to again remind about the Trevor Project. It is a leading suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and other members of LGBT community. Don't forget, they work to save young lives by providing support through a free and mainly confidential suicide prevention line, 24 hours, 7 days a week. by using, for example, phone lifeline, chat, text, and throughout Trevor space. And also they are providing a public education to engage in advocacy efforts and developer research. A really nice company, saved a lot of young people's life, so if you're having a willing to help out, don't forget about exclamation mark donation in order to learn how to donate to this uh,
She's not.
project, since all the donations coming directly to the Trevor project.
Absolutely. Fantastic cause, and very proud to say we've reached $1,300, which is absolutely incredible. Anyway, so coming back to the game, so we've told Ron Hermione now that those people are not Death Eaters. Apparently, checking out 2 people in the whole of London is enough to warrant to say that yes, it's absolutely safe. We can move on now. Now we're going to go into the cafe. Actually, one of my favorite scenes from the film. I actually quite like this film. There's a chance that we're good. There is a chance sometimes this cutscene can crash, and this is not a cutscene you want to crash because it doesn't let you go past it.
So, where do we go from here?
But yeah, so we're gonna chill in the cafe for a while before, obviously, as you would have seen in the film or in the book, they get ambushed.
Let's sit over there. We can work out what to do next.
And yeah, that's a very good point Marnie's made there. We are $450 away from seeing Henrik do a 5 GBA any % run tomorrow.
What do you think, Harry?
So get your donations in so we can see that, and then we will have seen both bonus runs, which will be absolutely amazing. Here we go. So, important part of this game is learning how to do headshots. So when enemies spawn in, we're gonna just deliberately aim for their heads because it's a lot faster. And that was actually okay.
Are there any more?
How do they keep finding us?
We need to apparate away from here.
Yeah, but where can we go?
Mild time loss because I kind of went the wrong way at the start, but other than that, it actually went really smoothly. If I hadn't done that, that probably would have been a goal. You should have gone for the head. Exactly, it's the Thanos strat.
Didn't expect to come here again. You think it's safe?
Okay, Grimwald Place. Once again, the game's going to change the way in which we play the level. So, most levels you play in third person, able to shoot and everything. For some reason, in Grimwald Place, they decide we're not going to do that. They are going to force us into first person mode.
It must be one of the jinxes the Order used to protect the house.
Wait, I didn't think Death Eaters could get into Grimwald Place.
No, but then they weren't supposed to know we were moving Harry either.
There we go. See, they're getting ready for battle there. Wands are at the ready. Okay, and now we learn about doxes. Yeah, here they are. And also how to use potions. So in this game, there are 4 types of potions. The first one we introduced to is Doxicide, which stuns all doxies that are in the nearby area. And you can cast spells and you can actually kill them. More are going to spawn here, so we'll quickly take care of those. There we go. And then we're going to head all the way upstairs we're going to, I believe we find the note left by Sirius's brother. Once we've taken care of some more doxes, of course. There we go.
R-A-B.
R-A-B. Those were the initials in the fake Horcrux. The one I found
So the game does have 3 other types of potions as well. It doesn't really explain how they work. And there are other potions that you can pick up off the ground that don't go into like an inventory. But in the inventory, you have exploding potions, which, as you can probably imagine, explode enemies. You also have corroding gas, which chokes enemies, and also yourself if you get caught by it, so you need to be careful. And then they also have darkness potions as well, so that cause like a cloud of darkness. The enemies can't see you, which comes in useful for a later strat. Much later. Okay. You're gonna see a bit of a bit of a weird thing here. So there's actually 2 cutscenes that happen here. For some reason, there's 2 separate cutscenes you have to trigger. So we're actually gonna crash the game, press continue game, and then immediately crash it again. I promise it's faster. Okay. Okay, and then once we've reloaded, the cutscene's going to have happened. We have to go and find something upstairs in the like the family tree room. Kind of a tapestry room. That's the one. We get taught another new spell, which is not tied to your spell wheel. Oh yeah, you have a spell wheel in this game as well. Yeah, it's going to be for dealing with a certain type of enemy that I'm sure you've all seen before. Okay, so we just go into here. We head towards that mysteriously looking cupboard that's shaking. Whatever could be in there. Oh, look, it's a Dementor. So we're going to learn Expecto Patronum. And sometimes these things can be annoying. We're also going to switch to Petrificus. For now, we're going to come across Mundungus Fletcher.
Get off me!
Hello, Harry Potter! Petrificus Total! What? Petrificus Total! Petrificus Total!
There we go. Yeah, one more crash as well, which is going to kick us into the filler content of the game. So, for some reason, this game, they didn't probably have enough content in the story levels, so they had to create random mission levels, which involves Harry, who is the most wanted person on the planet, in the Wizarding world at least, to travel to various like areas of the world, saving Muggleborns, doing all sorts of tasks. But yeah, whilst being the most wanted person alive. Also, for the fun, we're going to pick up the collectible while we're here.
To work out the safest way to get inside.
See you later, Harry.
And that was actually a gold as well. Okay, so here we are. We're at the power plant, which will come into play later. But we're here to rescue some Muggleborns. So I'm actually going to switch to Stupefy here. Hello, sir.
Stupefy!
Oh, a little bit stuck on the fence there. Here we go. It's a bit dicey, but we should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Right through. Sometimes you have to kind of play the risk on this game by like just running through enemies rather than like going stealth or anything like that. Like for example, these enemies, they are going to be able to shoot me. But there's actually a potion around here which is going to help. So first we're going to save that guy. We have Felix Felicis now, which allows our spells to be more accurate. And also I think the enemy has less chance of hitting you as well, which is quite cool. We're also going to do a little clip through there, which is quite a nice little geometry thing. Like you can just climb on there. I'm going to take care of this guy because he has Expelliarmus, so if we need to block that. Ah, that was too late. Yeah, so I'm trying to listen out for when he charges Expelliarmus. Because if I can hit a Protego at the right time, I kind of absorb the hit. I don't get knocked down, but It is sometimes hard to tell when they're going to do it, so you have to just kind of play it by ear.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Also, Dementors, like they force the camera into this like wide camera angle, which I actually prefer. I actually like this camera angle, so I wish Dementors were around more often. This guy does have yeah, there's Confringo, so there we go. We're gonna save both of those. And that's mission complete, so we haven't got to worry about anything else. Now we go into the ruins. So this one actually is a bit different. So first of all, we have to make it to the enemies. Also, there, like using Potato to block the Expelliarmus. So once we reach a certain area, we're gonna find a group of good guys. At which point we have to kind of join the fight with them, and we have to kill every enemy to be able to proceed. So enemies are going to spawn basically in waves, so we have to kind of just know where they're going to be. So we're going to aim at the guy at the top because he can be not a nuisance. Again, we're going to focus on getting headshots because headshots are fast. We're also going to run back because a couple are going to spawn over the other side soon. Here they are. Nice Confringo. Harry's just having a lie down quickly. Also, if the enemies do too much damage to a Muggerborn, they will kind of like retreat, but it counts them as being like captured. So but you have to do it so like you don't lose them all. There you go. Confringo is actually really annoying as well because obviously it's an explosive spell. So if it hits an area around you, it can knock you down as well. So you might not be able to see it, but it might just knock you down for no reason. Someone's shooting somewhere. There you go. See, so we lost one. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Okay, and now we go into the most random one of the. Okay, yeah, we're in a dragon cave. Yeah, no idea. So we're gonna hide behind here for a second till the fire dissipates. Okay, I missed the potion. That's fine. There is a small skip you can get in this level as well, which saves actually quite a bit of time. So if you like on the 4th dragon encounter, you can actually save a little bit of time. Also trying to make it to this. Yeah, there's a fire protection potion in each stage, which if you pick up, you can just run through the dragon fire. Trying to get some exploding potions for later because we're gonna need them. So here we go. So we're going to take care of this guy. Now the next guy I'm hoping is walking away from us. He's a bit far. But yeah, we want him to be shooting us. There we go. So you'll notice that this dragon didn't have a cutscene. If that guy is shooting you, it skips the cutscene. Also, I ran in a specific pattern there, so that way I didn't trigger the dragon fire. So I could easily escape. So here we go. So every dragon has this fade out cutscene, apart from that 3rd one, which you can skip by having the guy shoot you. But that's a little bit RNG because the guy may not be there. I also still have the potion, but there is another one here, so I can grab that quickly. You notice me using 4 points there as well, so I could turn quickly onto the potion. Also, another level where sprinting is like not really a thing. Like you try and sprint, doesn't last very long. 2 enemies at the end, but we're just going to ignore them. There we go. So we actually saved some time in those missions there. We actually saved 9 seconds, which is quite cool. There's a lot more to save in there. Like those weren't brilliant, but the ruins wasn't a great level, but we'd be fine. Okay, now onto a level I did practice, and I did pull it off quite well. So we have to make the polyjuice potion. There are the 3 members of the ministry, which we're going to take their hair. To do so in this level, you have to have the cloak on. You go behind them, and you hit them in the head with Stupefy. The fast strat is actually quite hard, because enemy it can just randomly not work. But we're going to try it because it does look cool if you pull it off. We need Stupefy selected. I'm going to wait for this guy to disappear for a second and go. There we go. So we got one. I'm going to run away a little bit. Put the cloak on. I might be in the way here. She might hit me. Yeah, she can hit you in the cutscene, by the way, as well. I need to back up a little bit. There she is. Okay, we do that. We're going to cloak again. And I'm going to go, oh god, okay. You should be good as long as he doesn't walk forward too much. Oh god, okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to get behind this guy again. Nice, we got him. That went actually really well. There we go. So now we are undercover. We are disguised. So the way that level's actually intended to work is they all have, like, each 3 of them have their own set paths, and at one point they will stop. And if you get to where they stop, it's an easier shot because all other Death Eaters don't appear, which is always nice. So by doing that quickly, it's a bit more risky because if you don't kill them, they teleport away and they don't come back until like the alert level has gone down. And the only way to do that is either by losing the enemies, killing them all, or dying. But the way that it's routed there means that you can kill them, get far enough away where you can trigger the next one. Because the enemies aren't at a good enough level of see you. Also, we saved 50 seconds on that split, by the way. We almost golded it. So that's how well it went compared to everything. And we're 37 seconds ahead of PB.
Don't fancy being spotted by this lot.
But don't worry, a lot can happen in that time. Now we're going to do some side walking. So this part of the level, it locks you into a walking animation, which is really actually quite slow. So by aiming your wand and moving sideways, you actually end up walking a lot faster. This cutscene is one which you can skip, and like by crashing the game and reloading, but I believe it only takes a second, and that's if you manage to reload the game like fully optimally. So I'm not going to do it.
To report you too.
Of course he doesn't. We'll both come.
Sorry, mate. We'll find you when we can. You find Umbridge. She's on level 1.
Okay, so again, there's 2 ways you can play this one now. You can either do more side walking, or you can cast a spell, which for some reason breaks your cover, and then it gives you like fast movement back again. Bottom of the staircase, it's going to take off the Polyjuice potion. So we're going to equip the invisibility cloak instead. These guys are deaf. They didn't hear any of the fighting that happened down below. And now I need to be a little bit careful here. I need to make sure that I move all the way to the right here, because this one does trigger there. I need to stand there to get the information about which lift will take me to level 1. I need to re-cloak quickly. And then I need to come back out the way I came. There we go. The enemies up here, for whatever reason, are super deadly, by the way. They all have like Expulso, which is like a really fast spell. So if they see you, you are going to die. My Octafecta PB, I lost 5 minutes on this split. They're all triggered now, so I can actually just run through. I'm just running for this. There we go. Here, we're actually just going to pull off a bit of a cool strat. So oh yeah, guys, I need to trigger this. Okay, we're going to try the fast strat, which is quite risky. So we're on for a bit of RNG here, if I can get this to work. We need to go into each one of these offices to be able to see if anything's happening there. Okay, Trifficus there. Trifficus is actually really good because he can hit multiple enemies. I also need to keep an eye out for the offices. I'm really not doing that very well. So we're going to try and hug the wall a little bit because it will keep people away. Dementors aren't that big of an issue if you just keep moving. We will probably lose a little bit of time on the split because, yeah, I didn't get into Umbridge's office very smoothly. There we go. Into room 5. That's room 6. And now all of a sudden we know that Umbridge is in the courtroom, so we're going to head around here. Okay. Okay. Whew. Played a little bit risky by cloaking a bit late, but it worked in the end. Yeah, so if those enemies actually spot you and start fighting, the door seals, so you have to kill them all to get out. By cloaking that late, it meant I could actually like move through a little bit faster. But now we're in an area where Petrificus is going to become quite important. So I'm not going to cloak. There you go, I'm going to block that. Okay, that's a bit dicey. Okay. Whew. Okay, we're doing okay. Okay. Got Doxicide. And now we're going to fight Umbridge. Now she's going to teleport away in between waves. She's going to spawn a couple of Death Eaters, so we're going to throw an Exploding Potion, which will take both of them out. And we need to keep an eye out for which side Umbrage spawns on. And rinse and repeat. This is why I actually wanted Exploding Potions, but I only had one, so it's not going to be as fast. But it's still okay. Like, Stupefy at close range does do a fair bit of damage. We also just learned Confundo, which is a very good spell, which will come in useful a lot during the run later on. Also, nice Death Eater there. Hit his head. There we go. That should be Umbrage done. Yep. So we end up with Dementors appearing. All of a sudden, Ron and Hermione are going to find us.
Harry! Expecto Patronum!
So we're going to pick up the Horcrux. She's there. Then we need to kill out get rid of all the Dementors. They're not all gone yet, by the way. There we go. Now they are. Now I'm going to find out which one's the way out. That place is like a maze, so if you're facing the wrong way, it is actually really disorientating about which way you need to go. Okay, now we're back to knocking these guys out. So yeah, for the most part, we're going to try and avoid the enemies, just because we don't want to fight them. So we got an Exploding Potion, so we're going to throw that there. And we have a Dark. No, we don't want that. We want that one. There you go. So that's the Garroting Gas. So that will kind of stun the enemies long enough for me to run past. We also have another one of those. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, we're just gonna take over here for a second. Okay, now we're gonna go. Okay, they're doing a bit of damage, so I just played it a little bit safe, and I decided to just take cover. I also don't have another... a little bit safe on those guys as well, because they are actually like quite difficult to beat. So now I need to get... Excuse me, sir. Okay, that's not good. Run. Okay, and we leave.
So far, so good, eh?
Okay. So yeah, we're going to try as much as we can to stick to here, but sometimes you need to kind of dip out to the sides, because they're just the enemies have Expelliarmus, which does a lot of damage. We also have Expulso being fired at us, which again isn't good. I just got a Confringo to the face. Okay. There you go. That's the Expulso damage for you. So we're going to lose a bit of time now, because a death there is actually like, it's like 40 seconds or something like that. Like, it's going to be quite a bit. So instead, what you can do, you can kind of just dip in here. Oh, don't worry, Miney. There's plenty of time save left in this run. So save strat here, you can just run there. That's how close I was to the end, by the way. Like, that's actually like quite close to the end. Yeah, it's fine. So it's 33 seconds we lost there. That's fine. And now we're going to start seeing some out of bounds.
Lie still.
Where are we? I thought we were going to Grimmauld Place.
We were, but a Death Eater grabbed Ron. I had to change where we were going, but I did it so fast. I must have made a mistake. Now Ron's hurt.
Yeah, we're getting some out of bounds, which might go okay.
I need to apply some Dittany. It'll hurt less if you stop moving.
Is this game extremely rushed, or is it just because speedrun? It's a mixture of both, to be honest. Like, you can fight all the enemies, which does give you like more like XP to level up and things like that. But for speedrun, we just try and run past as much as we can. But sometimes you get bad RNG and like enemies are super accurate and they just kill you. So it's one of those things. And Ministry's a really hard level. Like, it's not easy. It's not easy to do fast. Like, if you take your time with it, it's not too bad. But yeah, it can be quite difficult.
That sounds like Dean Thomas.
Why would Dean be out here?
There's lots of people on the run.
That was a goblin.
What's Dean doing with a goblin?
Grip her. Grip her. Keep your voice down, or do you want to get caught?
Or yeah, the story is rushed. Like they had to fill the game with like a load of missions because story was like, yeah. Dean, what are you doing with that goblin? I can't reveal the secrets, guys. You know this. Okay. Yeah, I'm in two places at once, definitely. Okay, so first of all, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kill all the spiders. So anyone with arachnophobia, you're going to be happy I'm doing this. The reason why I'm doing this is because they can kind of interfere with you doing the out of bounds because they do shoot like venom at you, which does damage you, and it's not fun. Okay, so now we're gonna line up on this rock. Oh, hang on, line up properly. There we go. So we're gonna line up here. I'm not getting the right angle, I don't think. Oh, okay, get in there. Are we gonna get to the top of the tree? Come on, there we go. Come down here, and we're gonna clip through here. And now we're out of bounds. So by running underneath the map, we're going to skip a large portion of this level and then end up right by the trigger to end it, which is just basically straight from here. So like this little hill you see here is always a good marker. So if you just run straight from here, eventually you'll hit the area with the trigger and then you can just end the level. But yeah, that out of bounds is not easy to do when you're first learning it because it does kind of feel like you're not getting it, but it takes a bit of time to get used to, but yeah. There we go. We know that we're not towards the end. Just going to find the gate, which is there, and that's the end.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter. That is all you wizards talk about. Yet from what it says in the Daily Prophet, he's not much of a thing to put your faith in.
You can't believe anything you read in the Prophet. You should try the Quibbler. That tells you how things really are.
Okay. Oh yeah, and the walking animation of Dean and the Goblin is just hilariously bad. And now we get Inferi. Oh, also, you'll see there, yeah, you can't beat the Inferi. You can just, like, stun them out of the way. God, okay. Tap E to get out of their grasp. So yeah, here comes where the optimized movement is. I'm going to try and show it off here. So the ideal movement is you sprint, cloak. Get shot. Okay, move, please. There we go. Can we stop with the shooting, please? Thank you. Have I tried Incendio? Yeah, they should have put Incendio in this game. It would have been quite good. Run through, pick up that. And you might recognize this area, by the way. I forgot to mention. Yeah, for the missions, they reused a lot of the maps that they'd created for the story part.
Goblin might recognize us.
So we've already been here once.
Dangerous.
It's not like we have any other plan, is it? At least this way we might learn something.
Okay, and here comes where we start to use Confundo. Okay, that might be an idea. Also, that can happen sometimes. Like you're aiming at an area, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't do anything, which is kind of weird. So we're gonna stupefy the barrels out of the way because, yeah. And every now and again, it's okay to do like one confundo to get rid of an enemy because the other enemies all of a sudden start focusing on them. So what we need to do here, which is going to sound really stupid, is we need to walk over to these rocks, make an assumption that we cannot climb over these rocks, and we need to go back and pick up the Confringo spellbook. Like, look here, like, oh no, look, we can't get past these rocks. Whatever do we do? Like, climbing is not an option. We can't just climb over these rocks. That's ludicrous. Why would we ever do that? We skip leg day confirm. Exactly, yeah. He wasn't interested in doing it. So now what we need to do is go all the way back. That guy gets confundoed, so he's got Expelliarmus, so I can't hurt myself. We're gonna do the old cloak and sprint. Cloak. Guy's gonna see us. We're gonna do a little bit of a skip here, providing I don't get killed while I'm trying to do it. We're gonna just basically walk over here. There we go. And then just remember the quick bind. Which one is it? I always forget which one Confringo is. 8, okay. Yeah, so all the spells in the game have like a number keybind, and I can never remember which one's which, because the best part about this is if you play 7 Part 2 as well, the numbers change. So on this one, Confringo is 8, but I believe on 7 Part 2, Confringo is like 6. Yeah, they change numbers because they change the order in which you learn the spells. Also here, we're going to pull off amazing magic. Whomping Willows, we're going to do that. Then we're going to do another out of bounds, which is actually like, this one's actually quite easy. You just gotta get under this tree and then over this rock.
Are you ready?
There we go. You may have heard Griphook say a line there. There's a whole cutscene that's meant to happen there. But if you manage to be able to do
Gryffindor's sword.
that out of bounds, it skips that entire cutscene, which is like a minute-long cutscene. We are also losing a bit of time here because of... yeah, it wasn't a good split. That's why you should run 7 Part 2 on controller. Yeah, I've only ever known 2 people run 7 Part 2 on controller. One was Matthew, one was you, Finn. Everybody else runs on keyboard and mouse. But fair enough. I mean, to be fair, Matthew got like 3rd, so... Okay, so now that we've walked across the bridge, we need to go all the way back. I'm not joking. The game now wants us to go all the way back. Okay. Because those guys. Matthew is 3rd, you're 19th, so the control's capable of a wide range of runs. Okay, I was holding space to do a Protego there, but the game decided, no, we're going to show you a dialogue instead. And again. Anybody? Thank you. Fun times. Anyway, we are going to head back to the reactors. Yeah, there's a name for these. I can't know what they're called. To find somewhere to camp, basically. But because Hermione is so much slower than us, we need Hermione to be able to carry on. So we're gonna trigger the marker, talk to Hermione. We're then gonna run back, and we're gonna see if she's fast or whether she's slow. There she is. Okay.
This looks like a good place. We could set up camp here. I've cast protective enchantments. The camp should be hidden. But maybe Ron can still find us if he comes back soon. I mean, he knows the sort of place we'd go.
Okay, now we start this dreaded mission. So remember earlier I said we're going to need Confundo. This is the level for it. So we need to save 7 Muggleborns inside the Ministry. Don't know why we're here, by the way. The game decided, yeah, you're going to be in the Ministry again. By each of these golden doors, there is a Muggleborn inside, and it spawns 2 Death Eaters outside. We're going to Confundo one of them to fight the other, whilst we go through and release the Muggleborns. Almost put an incentive down for this run to play it on hard. Let me just say, I'm glad I never did, because this mission alone would be just pure pain on hard. Oh yeah, there was another incentive for this one, wasn't there? Was it like I could only use stupefy or something stupid like that?
Never thought I'd be free. Thank you.
Okay, I now have tea again. Good. Okay, again, we're going to try and do the movement. So we're going to use a cloak whilst we wait for the sprint to recharge. And then we're going to sprint. Okay, that's just defying physics, my friend. Okay, second one's going to be up here.
Thank you.
Also went the wrong way a little bit there, but that's fine. So we can also grab some potions whilst we're here as well.
I was so worried.
And now we're on to good old survival level. So we're going to face waves of enemies here in the quarry. And yeah, it's just basically kill everyone. There's 2 of these in the game, and neither one is actually not too bad, I don't think. But this one can be actually annoying sometimes. It's just rude. So yeah, if you play Hundo in this game, like, the actual requirements for Hundo are actually not too bad, because all you have to do is get collectibles. This level's collectible is on the other side of the quarry where all the enemies spawn. So if you go there at the wrong time and the enemies all spawn, you're gonna find it very difficult to survive. Okay, health increased. That's good.
I've been thinking. Godric Gryffindor's sword. Maybe Dumbledore hid it in Godric's Hollow. I mean, it's a place we would think of, and somewhere Dumbledore knew well. But it's a place you know who would think of too. It would be dangerous.
Okay, so now we're heading to Godric's Hollow.
Place of Godric Gryffindor. Obvious, isn't it?
Where I can try and do a construct. I love the new Call of Duty game. Instead of guns, we now have sticks that shoot infinite ammo.
Harry,
It's a cheat code.
chance Voldemort's keeping a watch on your parents' grave. We should have used Polyjuice potion.
Okay, so the idea of this level, quite straightforward, is we need to find Harry's parents' grave. We're going to play it a little bit risky by not using the cloak straight away. We're going to use it just down here. Just to run past here. We're also going to take a little detour. We're also going to hide there for a second. I'm going to run into here and run back out again. That is for a very specific reason. So for some reason, by doing that, I realized that it doesn't trigger the guys here to spawn. The guys here have like Confringo and Expulso, and they just murder you. Also, we don't need to search the graveyard. We know which one is Harry's parents. It's the one that's very different. Sadly, we're not going to watch the cutscene because it's faster to reload the game. But we are going to watch a bit of a cutscene here with Bathilda. Obviously, we know that she's going to become Nagini. So now's a good time. If there are any donations or anything, now's a good time.
Sadly, no, so far there are no donations. But again, I can say that don't forget to, if you are... it's 1 AM already, my brain's slowly stopping to work. Don't forget about the Trevor project. That is the leading suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for LGBTQ community of young people. They're working to save lives by providing support to a free and of course mainly confidential suicide prevention lines such as phone, lifeline, chat, text, and Trevor Space, and of course they're providing public education, engage in advocacy effort, and develop research. Nice organization if you care about people, because they saved a lot of lives. Feel free to donate. Thanks Winter, by the way, best mod.
Definitely, yeah. I say we've done an amazing job so far. Let's see if we can get to 1.5 before the end of the 6th gen trifecta, which is happening after this. Well, Xbox trifecta should be more precise because it's not PS2. We are doing an Xbox trifecta. We got SLS, Blaze, and Flo doing a race through the night, which is going to be really fun. I'm also sticking around for part of it to host as well, so you'll get to hear me if you donate.
Yeah, I'm also gonna be there for a little while as a host.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah, so we are both basically there for a little bit.
Sounds good. Okay, so we're into the Nagini fight. So obviously, as we all know, spoiler alert for anyone who doesn't know, Bathilda is not Bathilda. Bathilda is dead, and Nagini has taken her place and has set a trap for Harry. Look at those eyes. There we go. Slight time loss on that because of bad movement. But yeah, basically what we're going to do here is we're going to spam Stupefy at Nagini's head. Ironically, the same method that's used to fight her in DS as well. So that was carried across. Only I think this one is a lot easier than DS. Because in this one, she doesn't throw stuff at you. She just tries to bite you.
May I have a moment, please?
Sure.
Because we actually have a donation from Captain Ethanol. Crazy! I was crazy once. They put me in a run. A Harry Potter run. A Harry Potter run with skips. And skips make me crazy. I love this copy pasta. Yeah, so thanks for donations, and again, the insensitive is for Hogwarts House for Quidditch World Cup. Yeah, don't forget we still have the insensitives. So far, the upcoming one is Quidditch World Cup, and that is what house will be playing our dear runner of by the name of Poitsu, right?
Poitsu, yeah.
Yeah, nice. And so far, we're having Slytherin in the 4th place, Hufflepuff on the 3rd, Gryffindor on the 2nd, and ironically, Ravenclaw is actually on the lead. So yeah, if you want to somehow have a small interaction with the run, You can donate and pick up the poll.
Yes.
We shouldn't have gone to Godric's Hollow.
That's it for me.
Thank you very much. So thank you for the donation as well. So $1,310 is way beyond what I was expecting for this this event. But yeah, you guys have done awesome. We've done a good job. Let's keep it up. We're only halfway through. We've still got a whole nother day to go.
Every step. Ron's gone.
And we've got some great runs tomorrow, and we've got some great events. We've got some cool things happening tomorrow as well. We've got some special sections of the event. So we've got some quizzes. We've got a challenge run, which is going to be really fun to watch. So yeah, stick around. We've still got a lot more cool speed runs to come.
I'll look again. You make sure we're safe here.
There we go. Winter best mod. There's the schedule, so you can see what's coming up tomorrow, or today for some of you. Some of you are already in Sunday morning. Sadly not, darling. That run happened this morning. So that run has already happened, but there is a highlight of it, so you can go back and watch it. It was very fun. It was a very good fun to be a part of. Okay. Just gonna run past these guys because we don't really mind them too much. I do need to switch to Confringo a little bit because there are some rocks in the way. Okay, so we're going to shoot that one there. Then we're going to wait for these guys to spawn. Shoot that one as well. That will allow us to kill that guy. We did get lucky and got a Felix Felicis potion as well. Which means we're able to just run through a little bit here. I do want to do a Confundo on this guy, just to distract them a little bit. Sometimes the camera does that, where it like fades away, which is a bit weird. I thought he was going to cast Expelliarmus then, so I thought, no, we're going to pop it off. There we go. Okay, now we're at the Misty Dell. This level, again, it's similar to the Quarry, is survival, kill every enemy, but you also want to stay away from the outside of these ruins, because if you go outside, Inferi will spawn, and that just causes a few problems with what you're trying to do. There we go, so here's another wave, so we just throw an Exploding Potion, eliminate that wave. That will also allow us to come and focus on these guys. Okay, he's got away a little bit, so we're going to just wait for him to slow down. Okay, there we go. He came now inside, so we can just take care of him. There we go. There's gonna be one enemy just chilling somewhere. There we go. Our enemy, friends have spawned. I'm hoping now that they won't get in the way. Oh, there we go. And they get in the way. Okay, I think that's all of them. Nope, there's one more. A few more. Oh wow, there's a lot more. What the hell? Okay, this didn't go as well as I thought it would. Okay, just run through here. Okay, so now we're back in Godric's Hollow. This time we are here to save more Muggerborns. And we use Confundo on those guys because they all have Expulso, which if they all start casting at you, you're going to be dead before you know it.
Cheers for that.
Okay, we're going to run through here. We'll spawn a couple of guys here. Run up here a little bit. Maybe a guy here. Confundo him. Then do not want to get hit by this guy because he's deadly. Okay, now we got one more to get, and he's all the way at the top. So we'll do a combination of the cloak and the sprint again to get up there. There we go.
We should move on. I think as long as we don't go anywhere that can be associated with you, we should be safe.
What about Ron?
If he was coming back, he'd be back by now.
Actually, that was a gold as well. We golded that by 5 seconds, so...
The Forest of Dean.
There we go. We're in the Forest of Dean. We're in my forest.
Why don't you set up camp? I'll check the forest.
Hermione sounds so strict. Yeah, the voice acting is interesting, to say the least. Your bank just called it thinking your donation was fraud. At least you know they're being vigilant about your account.
No! Come back!
So Diana, by the way, how does the PB go so far?
So at the moment, pace check, we're 42 seconds behind. But this possible time does say that I can still PB by about a minute.
We can still PB, and
yeah.
here's how.
Yeah, so if the more money we raise, the better chance of PB. That's how I'm gonna phrase it. There we go.
Please give monies.
Yes, that's the way this game works. It's pay to win.
Typical EA.
Exactly. Yeah, EA starting early with the whole pay to win issue. But in all seriousness, it'd be nice to get a PB, but considering I haven't run this for quite a while, like properly, like, I'm happy with the pace that I'm on. And to be fair, I've pulled off stuff that I haven't done before, so it's all good. Plus, it's a nice little practice for me for full series, so can't complain. And I'm doing it for charity, so it's a win-win for everyone. Sorry to quote you on that one, Finn. That was your, like, I've just stole your stream outro there. Also, accidentally pressing the left mouse button because of that. I deserve that.
What do you want?
That's copyrighted. All right. Can we negotiate a price? Ben, is that okay? I'll buy the trademark from you. If we reach the 5 GBA goal, you can have it. Well, there we go, guys. It's up to you. If you want to see me using that outro in streams, then you must donate. Also, thank you, Miney, for pinning that as well, so everyone can see it. It's written. It's official. Yeah. Also, you'll see me there casting from as far away as I can. I'm also going to switch to Impedimenta at the moment because we're going to need it for the fight in a second. We're going to hold him to it. Exactly, yeah.
The Sword of Gryffindor.
Okay, so this again another cutscene which isn't like doesn't save time if you skip it, and it actually is quite an interesting one. Official announcement has been made as well. So yeah, so Harry is delving to get the Sword of Gryffindor. The state is stupidly wearing the Horcrux, which is now trying to kill him. But our Lord and Savior is here. Is it Hagrid? No, it's Ron. A bean!
Why didn't you take this off? It's a job I followed your Patronus. Why did you dive in there, you mental case?
The Sword of Gryffindor. The Patronus
Okay, I see where time save is. Okay.
must have wanted us to have the sword. They want us to destroy the locket.
I was just curious because there's not much left of the run, and I'm thinking, how am I able to PB this by 40 seconds? Considering I'm a minute behind. There's a whole, like, minute to save in the last out of bounds.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Oh, bit dicey, bit dicey, bit dicey. Come on, hit it. There we go. Okay, a little bit sketchy, but we did it. Just gotta reload the game. On, I'm trying to skip. I'm trying to get into the game. Come on. This might lose a little bit of time just for that. Yeah, a little bit of time lost, but it's fine.
I'm sorry I left. I didn't want to leave. It was just that Horcrux was bad for me. That thing affected me more than you and mine. Made me think stuff. Made everything worse. I was sleeping in this little pub.
Okay, so now we're gonna do the HP7 Part 1 version of Rock Ride.
as I heard Hermione's voice, I knew everything was over.
I'm going to quickly just throw a doxy side. So now we're actually out of bounds. So yeah, we're just floating above the path. And we're going to run ourselves through the trees. We're going to try not to hit too many of them because we don't want to go too low. Because they do clip you down slightly. And we want to stay as high as we can because we're going to need it to be able to get across here. Here we go.
I bet Hermione's mad with me, isn't she? I wanted to come back the minute I'd left. Just didn't know how to find you.
Harry the Wizard, I know, right? It's like he's able to do that because of his magic skills.
We'd better be quick. I don't want to get flattened.
Okay, we're going to avoid the Inferi because, you know what? Let's make it even harder. Let's not just have Whomping Willows. Let's have Inferi there as well. Okay, and as we turn this corner, we're going to come across some Death Eaters who have good old Expelliarmus. So we're going to work our way through. Anyone who has Expelliarmus, we're going to Confundo. Which gives us enough time to run past them. That guy didn't get the memo. And he knocked out the other Expelliarmus guy, which is actually pretty cool. There we go. I'm sorry, what just happened? I don't even know what happened there. But okay, now we're gonna go back down. So we're heading back to Hermione. Ignore these guys. This guy we're not going to ignore because he's quite bad. There we go, they have an Expelliarmus duel. You lost. Yeah, the spell just got deleted. Like, I was in the middle of casting it and Harry just went, nope, not today, thank you. Okay, and again, we're into... yeah, another cutscene that we crash and reload the game. So in this universe, Ron and Hermione never make it up? No, unfortunately not. They don't do it until Chamber in 7 Part 2. They're angry with each other up until then. Okay, on my way, I'm going to try and pick up as many potions as I can because I want to make sure I have enough exploding potions. That's my girlfriend, you numpty! We'll set the bloody place on fire! And we don't see it in 7 Part 2 either because of New Game Plus. Yep, no one did any percent or hundo in this marathon, so we didn't get to see that amazing cutscene. Okay, so we're on the path to Xenophilius' house. So we're trying to go speak to him about the Deathly Hallows. Obviously, we've got to get there first. That means we have to just run through the maze. And as any one would say into a maze, best way of getting out of it is just follow the wall to your left. Just keep going left, and you'll eventually get out. Oh, here we go, right, and here again. But you know. I'm also trying to hold as many darkness potions as possible because we're going to need them shortly. There we go. We can run past there because we don't need to. Also, these guys get in the way, so we're just going to go over here. Right past them. There we go. We aim at the top of there because if you hit the rocks at that close range, they will knock you over. Also, these ones, we need to destroy them, right? We can just walk over them. Okay. Now we're gonna head over to the last part of this section. We're gonna head up to the house. And then we're gonna have 3 minutes of being a box. We're gonna be a box for 3 minutes. So get ready. If anyone has got anything to say, this would be a great time once we pass this section. But I'll say when. Okay, here we are. Just got to get inside this box.
Why did he say that? He must have known they'd come.
Of course he knows. It's Luna. He's giving them us to save Luna.
Okay, trying to get inside the box. Bear with me. Come on, Harry. Become the box. There we go. We're the box. We're now officially inside the box. Anything that needs to be read out, any donations, anything like that, now is a fantastic time.
Sadly, we don't have any donations again. So...
That's fine. Okay. So anyway, well, I'll explain what's about to happen after this because actually, so this is actually like I can't really explain it while I'm doing it because I'm gonna have to be focusing a lot. But after this, I'm gonna be escaping an ambush. I'm gonna do that by doing a massive out of bounds, which is gonna take me across the entire map all the way back to where we started the previous section. The problem with it is there are a lot of enemies that are shooting you at the same time. So what I'm going to try and do is get to the section where I go out of bounds. I'm going to throw a darkness potion, get on top of a wall, use an exploding potion to get out of bounds, and then another darkness potion to stop the enemies from shooting me, and then running for my life. That sounds easy, right? But yeah, so last stage, we've got 1 minute remaining. Obviously, we're the box right now, so we're doing box percent. We're just waiting for the cutscene to start, and then we will try the out of bounds and see if we can get it first try. Yeah, it is the coolest out of bounds, but it is by far the hardest. It's like, it is very difficult because you are relying on a lot of RNG. You can make it a bit easier by shooting the enemies. Also, Dementor inside. Getting a quick peek at what's happening. Okay, we should be at the end of it now. Yep, there we go.
Hermione, we have to leave.
It's moving.
It's the snatchers. They're inside. Hermione.
Ron! Harry! Take my hand!
Stupefy!
Okay, here we go. So. Okay, I made a big mistake to start with. Do the wrong potion. Need to line this up. Okay, I don't think I'm out of bounds here. I'm not. Okay, I might die here. Yeah, I died. Okay, that's fine.
Watch out!
Like I say, it is very difficult to do. Okay, there we go. We're out of bounds, but I've just got to throw another potion there. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I need to... Okay, we're going to Confundo him. Sadly, that probably means that PB is a bit out of our reach now, but that's fine. Particularly when I'm getting sniped like that as well. Because that's the thing. Even when you're out of bounds here, enemies can still shoot you. Yeah, like every death in that section loses you like over 50 seconds. So it is pretty brutal if you don't get it first try, which is quite easily done, to be honest. But yeah, now we're just gonna find the trigger, which sometimes can be quite hard to find. There it is.
What happened?
That decoration. I knew I'd seen it before. It was in a rumpet horn, Class B tradable material. They're very unstable.
So Xenophilius. Is there no one we can trust?
You can't blame him. They took Luna. And at least now we know what you know who is after. He wants the Deathly Hallow.
Okay, so this fight against the Snatch, we're going to fight some Snatchers. But it actually doesn't matter if you win or lose. So we're going to deliberately lose. I think I have enough exploding potions to do this. I think I have 3. Oh, I have 4, which is even better. Gotta re-equip one. There we go. We're gonna crash the game again. And then we're coming up to the last part of the game. This has actually like been a decent run, like considering I've not done this for a while. Like we're looking at potentially only being like less than 10 seconds off PB, which is actually pretty insane. Yeah, because unfortunately there's not much you can really do to speed Malfoy mana up, so We're gonna end up 8 seconds off PB, hopefully.
To see what you know who.
Which, yeah, it's not bad at all.
Come on! Get in there!
Let her go! Hermione!
Hermione.
Harry, we have to do something. We can't just leave Hermione alone with them. Bellatrix is up there.
Hi, Harry.
Also, Harry's face with the stinging jinx, which obviously we don't see in the cutscene.
Yes, this is just a stinging jinx. Hermione disguised me.
Harry, we have to get her out of here. If Bellatrix finds out who we are, we've got to help Hermione.
I know, but they've taken our wands. What are we supposed to do?
Dobby can help.
Dobby, what are you doing here?
Dobby has come to rescue Harry Potter, of course.
Do you mean to say you can apparate in and out of here? And take us with you?
Of course, he's an elf.
Get the others to safety, then get us out of here.
Of course.
Yep, getting ready for time.
That's Hermione. Harry!
Thanks, Dobby.
Okay, so we're gonna go up here. We're gonna trigger yet another great cutscene. Like Malfoy Manor, it's a 3-minute 13 split. You only have to walk for like 30 seconds of it.
What say we let him have you?
So here we're gonna have a big fight. We got Bellatrix, Lucius, Draco, and Narcissia. But yeah, the best way of fighting 4 people, have 2 of them fight the other 2. There we go. Then we're just gonna hide out here for a second.
You'll lose, you know.
But yeah, but time is coming up very shortly. It's when the cutscene starts after here, so time is... And that is time.
GG's.
You must not hurt Harry.
In the end, less than 10 seconds off PB.
Little monkey.
Oh, that's so painful. You were so close.
Yeah, it's very close to a PB there.
Give the Dark Lord our regards.
I mean, that's all I got. Well, it's close to PB.
Yeah. But we'll let the cutscene play out. Sorry to anyone who hates this cutscene, but we'll watch the cutscene whilst we close out.
It's okay. Just hold on, Dobby.
Before, because I do have a few things I want to say. Is there anything that needs to be covered first before I do?
Hermione.
I think no, so
Cool.
go for it.
Cool. Yeah. I just wanted to do a little personal message. Just because of like the progress we've had in the last year, I think has been outstanding. I think a year ago there was a lot of questions to be asked, and I think a lot of people didn't know where Potterthon was going to go, and what was going to happen with it. Obviously, I picked it up a year ago. We ran Undefected Relay, we ran Potterthon. Now we're also here in the main event. Sadly, obviously, my work commitments mean I had to take a step back a little bit as Les has taken over, but I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has helped to organize stuff, has just supported us in whatever we do, has ran in events this last year. because I do think we've done an incredible job to kind of rejuvenate the whole community. It's been a difficult year, but I think we've come out stronger than ever. And yeah, I'm super proud. I'm really, really proud of what we've done the last year. So just a massive, massive thank you to everyone. And yeah, let's have a good last day of the of Potterthon, and then we can move on and we can do bigger and better things, because there's a lot of cool stuff coming up. But yeah, that's it from me. I just wanted to say that because I do feel that we've done amazing work in a very short space of time as a team. And yeah, I'm super proud of everyone, and I don't want to make anyone cry, but I just wanted to say, yeah, I'm super proudly part of this, super proud to be part of a team that is making this, and thank you.
May I say a word? Also, if this thing just came up, I'm like joined this community not long time ago. Everyone knows this. Not even a year so far. And I think I joined Potterthon like basically randomly during Potterthon. And being part of Potterthon now, even as a host, like a small little person sitting here at 2 a.m. or so, that was really cool. I really love this this hosting part, since there are a lot of really awesome people I'm capable of at least speaking, seeing, and some other stuff. And of course enjoy some Harry Potter games. So yeah, that's so awesome. Everyone from organizers to tech team, and of course some other people. Everyone is awesome, I would say. And sadly, I had a good job skill at being 8 hours here. Yeah, this is the 8th hour, so I'm being here, and I'm still kinda sadly or goodly that I'm not leaving you. So sadly, yeah, we now have to say bye to Diana for now. Thanks again for organizing all of this stuff. You're an insane person. And we'll be moving from HP7 to Trifesta race on Xbox by Blaze and SLS. That's gonna be awesome to see. 6 hours again of suffering for me. But that's gonna be a really awesome one. So don't worry, stick around, and we'll see you after the transition. Anything to say at last, Diana?
Bye, guys. I'll this is my last run of the event. Well, I'm part of the quiz, but my last run of the event. But it's been really good. But take care, guys. I'll see you again. Bye.
Bye-bye.